Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, it's the David, sitting down doing something I have never really done before, but I've been on YouTube a lot lately, seeing people doing this kind of stuff. So I decided to sit down and do one of these myself, just kind of throw my own 2 cents out there. This is a top five list. This is my top five favorite Pokemon across all current gens. Now, I'm gonna say this before I get started. This is not me trying to shove my favorite Pokemon down anybody's throats. This is my personal opinion, my personal preference. Um, this is not like either, before I get too deep into it, that this is not either necessarily the idea of per se um, battling standpoint. This is just more of my favorites. Um, yes, I do use all these Pokemon almost religiously, but that's just because they're good, but just because they're good doesn't mean that everyone uses them. They're just my personal favorite. So let's go ahead and get this list started. Number 5 on my list, I have Reuniclus. Just that design is awesome to start off with. It's really cool Pokemon. It's almost like that kind of Jello where you put bits and pieces of stuff inside of it and it just kind of holds almost. It's really cool, but yeah, it's a normal psychic type. It's got an awesome ability in Magic Guard where it like it doesn't take damage from, say, hail or stealth rock or poison or burn or any kind of status effect except for paralyzed, because that doesn't do damage. It doesn't take weather effects, so pretty much it's good for any kind of weather team just because of the fact that it's got that ability. It's a great life orb sweeper. I run it on pretty much every team I have that Reuniclus is on. I use it as a life orb sweeper. So yeah, that pretty much covers number 5. Just Reuniclus, awesome. Just tank. It's almost a tank, but at the same time, it can be very good at attacking. So that's why Reuniclus is number 5 on my list. This list was almost impossible to make. Just throwing that out there. Let's go switch over to number 4. Number 4, we have Nidoking. Nostalgia's purposes aside, Nidoking is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time for a lot of reasons. That design, also, pretty much all the Pokemon on this list have awesome design in my opinion. Um, but also, back in the day, in the days of Red and Blue and Yellow, Nidoking was a huge staple on my team. And also the fact that you run into it in frickin' Giovanni's gym is just awesome. I mean, it's just cool. Nidoking has a great typing. He also has another cool ability, almost essentially the same thing as Magic Guard, called Sheer Force, where you don't take secondary effects from stuff, like, say, Life Orb, for instance. I'd get the boost, but I wouldn't take the damage. Any kind of move that does recoil damage. Actually, no, that's not the case. Say Sludge Wave, for instance, or Sludge Bomb. Nidoking has access to those. Say it makes it stronger, but at the same time it doesn't have the secondary effect of potentially poisoning or freezing, because he knows Ice Beam, which is sick. But it's just one of those things where you take it for what it is, and Nidoking's just a good Pokemon. My only issue is it seems like it'd be a very physical Pokemon, but actually it's really good special attacking. It's just out there. It's different. So yeah, that covers that one. Number 3 on my list, I have, oh, Machamp. Oh goodness, this guy. Another nostalgia thing. He's pretty much my favorite fighting type. There's another one on this list, but just Machamp's awesome. He's a four-armed, like, sumo wrestler, MMA champion kind of guy. I mean, he's an awesome physical attacker. He's almost pretty much the only physical attacker on this list next to my other Pokemon that I picked. He's just really good. I mean, he's not perfect. He's not a Scraggy that has access to Dragon Dance and stuff like that. But Machamp's just awesome, and he was my first Pokemon Holo card that I ever got when I was like 6 or 7, and he's just, me and him go back. We're bros. We're essentially bros. Yeah, and drop this list down to number 2. This is actually Jalessa. Yeah, I know what people are thinking. You have 2 5th-gen Pokemon and 2 1st-gen. What's wrong with you? Jalessa's just awesome. I know that a lot of people are going to be like, oh, kind of lame, but I actually really like it. It's different. It's out there. It's just a cool Pokemon. I don't really have much to say about it. Its typing is sick. Water Ghost. I think that's the first we've ever seen. Just that design is awesome. The stash. It's the Pringles dude from off the can, but he's a Water Ghost type. So that brings me down to my number one. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Poliwrath. I know people are thinking, what the frick? Poliwrath sucks. But I disagree. Poliwrath is awesome. Water fighting type. He's just cool. I mean, he takes pretty much two of my favorite types and puts them together into a single Pokemon, which, let's face it, it's awesome. I mean, I know there's Keldeo now, but it's just not as cool as a freaking Toad with a Hypno design on his stomach. This is essentially Hypnotoad if he was a boxer, which is awesome. But yeah, if you guys like this list, do let me know. I wouldn't mind that at all. I know I don't usually do this, but I put a lot of effort into this video, so if you guys wouldn't mind, I would love it if you did give this video a rating. And I don't care if it's thumbs up or thumbs down. I trust you guys. You're all my subscribers, and you guys are awesome. You guys are the best. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been my top 5 favorite Pokemon. See you guys later. Peace out.